Hello and welcome everyone to Jekyll Geek's RPG Realm. I am Jekyll Geek and this is my RPG Realm. As of this recording, I have a session that starts in about 12 hours and I need to create some monsters for this. It has already been decided that the characters are going to be going into a mine that is going to be known as a dragon mine. And I want to have something to keep them on their toes. And one of my secret little tricks is to create something, a Terraborn rogues that work for the villains, and I'm going to create a stat block for them. I should note to the anyone watching this video that I am a bronze tier Patreon, so I have found out the new information that comes out with the Monster Starter Pack, which you'll see some sort of information, but not, I can't give it total information. But I can create a level 1 character, and I will use the stats for these. Is that level 1 enemy, not 131, no, that is way too much, but 13 and level 1 characters, enemies have a PD and AD of 12 and 12, but since this is a rogue, it's going to have more of an agility than than a normal creature, since rogues are known to be very, very fast and sneaky and agile. And I'm going to give him poison resistance of 1, which when you'll see the next enemy that I'm creating, this will make a lot of sense, but and have acrobatics of 5 and a stealth of 5 because rogues need to be sneaky. And let's see. And since this is rogue, I'm going to give the Terraborn rogue, cheap shot, because that is a rogue ability. And if you're always looking for new abilities to give your monsters, just pick something that makes sense for them on the player that comes from the player, since most stuff is balanced to get for players. Shape shot, +1 damage if rogue is hidden or enemy has condition. Okay, but the real trick I'm going to do is, since they're Terraborn, they have uh, they have a burrowing speed, and Terraborn also tend to have tremor sense. So I'm going to give no tremor sense of 3, which you can see that this on magazine 14, Terraborn, that is two of their abilities, a burrowing speed equal to half and half of 5, round up. And do note, in DC 20, you always round up. Low speed of 5 is 3, and you can also have a tremor sense of 3. If you do not have magazine 14, you can buy it on the Dungeon Coach's site for a low price of $1.99. And you not only get Terraborn, which are right here, but three other ancestries. Very nice, very nice. But let us go back to the Terraborn. For actions, they're level 1 monsters, so a save of 14. Action, dagger. Let's see, one. Let's just one slashing damage. Let's just call it short sword. Okay, and here's the one slashing damage versus PD. However, like I said, with everything the party can do, that the possibly the enemies can do as well. So I'm going to do give this Terraborn rogue a maneuver, the cleave maneuver. One arc, one slashing damage versus 80. And as you might realize, it is a veteran game master to the system, is that you want to create monsters that occasionally do have a PD uh, saves versus area damage. Otherwise, all the PCs will always have characters that are maxed out agility and intelligence, because those are the stats that create their precision defense. And you can always, if they always do that, you can sort of get away get away to their weakness by having something that targets their PD. Their 80 area defense. And let's give this guy a exposed. Let's see. Versus let's see for the exposed. For looking up the exposed condition, let's just use what the weapon style is, which actually nothing gives exposed. So actually that's another rogue thing. I was choosing between this and hindered, and I think it's more fun to expose in player character rather than having their abilities hampered by hindered, even though that is okay. Save versus okay, physical save. And yeah, I'm just gonna have that be a physical save versus a physical save versus exposed. And I think we have that as a good first monster. However, we're only at a level about 9 minutes, so I will publish this. And also, the thing is a dragon mind. So I am going to create a dragon kobold for a kobold bombardier. Okay, train the same stats as a 13. And I'm just going to give these guys a 12 and 12. And let's see, just basic 14, 14. Okay, just dagger. One versus PD. 1 piercing damage. And for senses, they do have dark vision. Kobolds are one of the few creatures that have dark vision, which is nice. It's nice to have dark vision in the game, but not everybody and their brother has it. Like Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I know. Okay, resistances. They have a poison resistance of 1, which you can find this very important because their secondary attack is poison bomb versus 81 poison damage. And yeah, I'm going to put this as let's see, to give this, yeah, I'm going to do a 2 diameter square, just as if this was a player casting a non-MP spell. So that would work out as 13. Just gonna give them basic saves. And for their feature, help dice are D10s, which something you might find in the earlier version of kobolds, which I find very useful, but I'm going to just see how that works. And I think we have our second creature for this video. And look, I'm only at 12 minutes, trading a couple of very nasty monsters for my players to fight. But that is only 12 minutes, and I think we're about ready for this session with more more than one monster. And I hope you found this video entertaining and educational, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.